Hello, my name is Christian Schulze. I'm working in the European R&D Center of Mazda, near Frankfurt in Germany. Another special feature of our MX-30 electric vehicle are the freestyle doors, which a little bit looks like a coupe, but it gives you a lot of flexibility and openness in space, which I would like to demonstrate to you right now. The front door opens like a normal door. However, the rear door has no outside grip. This is here. And it allows us to make a very ample and great opening of the entire side of the vehicle. And if you have small kids, you will really enjoy that placing the kids inside of the child seat as well as taking them outside is really made super easy. So this car gives you a lot of comfort and also easiness to use. For example, when you have luggage which you simply want to place on the rear seats. There is a lot of space and nothing is in your way. But as we have no visible B-pillar, does not mean we don't have the safety that a B-pillar normally gives us to side impact. It is integrated in the door structure and delivers with its high-strength steel core and integrated shock-absorbing mechanisms all the safety we need from a vehicle like this. Aside of this, of course, the interior of our vehicle is made for ultimate comfort for front and rear side passengers. The rear seat is a little bit elevated compared to the front and made in a sofa style, giving us maximum comfort and visibility through the big windows all around. Of course, when we open the door, we have to open the front door first and then the rear door. When we close, we do the opposite way. And this has also a very positive effect on the safety if you have bigger kids. You can control by the closure and opening of the front doors whether the rear doors can be opened. And you can avoid that your kids run directly into the traffic because you cannot control the doors. We also provide special charging devices for inside of the vehicle. We have introduced a charger which can charge at 220 volt AC power up to 150 watt devices which you might like to carry with you. For the smaller items, we have two USB sockets in the front and a 12 volt DC socket so that all your needs can be satisfied. Mazda committed itself to the joy of driving. We call it Jimba Itai, a Japanese term which expresses the unity between horse and rider. For us, it's more the harmonious relationship between car and driver. We want to deliver our unique joy of driving, but now with an electric powertrain. We have decided to use a 35.5 kilowatt-hours battery. With this lighter weight of the battery, we support the agility of the vehicle. And of course, with a lighter vehicle, we have less electricity consumption for driving. With this 35.5 kilowatt-hours battery, we are sure many customers can enjoy their daily mobility with 200 kilometers range on a single charge. Our electric vehicle system and its battery is fully protected by a double safety system. This consists of a very strong protective structure and an automatic high voltage shut-off mechanism. An overall electrical control system instantly cuts off the high voltage system as soon as abnormalities are detected. Physically, our battery pack is well integrated into the floor frame consisting of high-strength material, and by this it is well protected. This additional frame gives the vehicle a superb ruggedness and supports the agile behavior of the vehicle, as well as giving additional protection to the passengers. Our Mazda MX-30 electric vehicle comes with two charging options: the standard AC power charging and the rapid DC power charging. We can charge the vehicle to 100% in around 4.5 hours using the AC standard charging. But we can charge about 80% within 40 minutes using the rapid DC power charging. Charging itself is made easy. The charging port is located at the rear end of the vehicle and the necessary charging cables can be stored in the trunk. They are delivered with two different connectors for standard and CCS high-speed charging. On this connector we can also see the charging status, similar to the vehicle displays inside of the vehicle and on our My Mazda app on our smartphone.
Hello, my name is Frederik Hartnick. I'm working as manager in the European R&D Center of Mazda, and I'm leading the product development of craftsmanship and ergonomics, of driver assist systems and of HMI. There's a number of interactive technologies in the new Mazda MX-30 which makes the life of a driver and passenger more easy. The MX-30 is not only offering the latest Mazda Connect device, but also offering connected service which are specifically designed for an electric vehicle. And that's, I think, another perfect example of Mazda's human centricity. In the meter cluster, you will find a 7-inch TFT LCD display in the center, and here the driver can pick up all important information just by one look. In addition, we have an 8.8-inch center display, which can be operated by our famous multi-commander. And here in this system, you can operate the vehicle settings, the navigation input or the audio system, or in addition, the standard-equipped Android Auto Apple CarPlay via USB connection with the smartphone. And why is it so important to have the center display and the multi-commander together in one system? The reason why is we have a really high and frontward-oriented position of the center display. And this makes it really easy for me when I have my eyes on the road to pick up information in a really short time. In addition to this, I can easily operate the multi-commander while I maintain in my ideal driving position. Thanks to wireless connection between Mazda and vehicles, we are offering services tailored for each driver. And the MX-30 offers a 24/7 customer support for many different situations. In front of this really beautiful floating center console, we have a 7-inch touch display. And in the touch display, we have two different functions integrated. The first one is that we have a really nice and refined welcome mode after you open the door. And the second one is after you switch the ignition on, you will see here the climate operation panel. Let me explain the operation of the climate control panel. And you can operate the temperature setting by one single tap. And by this single tap, you increase the temperature by 0.5 degree or decrease it. And by a swipe, you will increase the temperature by 3 degree up or down. You will always get an acoustical feedback, and by this you always understand that this action is completed. Around the touch display you will find push buttons. And the reason why we implemented these push buttons is, on one hand, that by this you are able to operate the system in the winter season with gloves on. And in addition to this, it allows you, after a short time of experience with the MX-30, to operate it by blind operation. Let me now invite you to a video test drive, and the car behind me is one of our MX-30 prototype vehicles. And normally those vehicles are strictly confidential, and we are showing this car today exclusively to you. When you are talking about prototype vehicles, you have to understand that we have many areas which will be not finalized so far. For example, the door panel and the fit and finish is not finalized, and also some warning lamps will be on. Nevertheless, this is a dynamic prototype, and we can already evaluate today the outstanding good performance in the dynamic area of the MX-30. Let me show you the trunk before we start the test drive. And as you can easily see, there's enough space for your daily life and for a vacation trip as well. So, let me first of all adjust the seat. The MX-30 offers a really natural and supportive driving position. And in addition to this, I will find here a cockpit which places me, the driver, directly in the center of the vehicle. And that's really important for our human-centric philosophy, because I can operate everything while I maintain in my ideal driving position. Here we have the new developed electrical gear shift system of the MX-30, and we decided by intention to have the gear shift system here in this position, because this is the most easiest way to operate a gear shift system. So you can see my smiling face because now I'm driving the MX-30. This car feels so natural. And one reason of this is that we have a complete new developed electric motor pedal, and this reacts directly to driver's intention by monitoring the pedal speed and pedal stroke to provide always the expected amount of torque. And that's why this car feels so natural. You might recognize that in the MX-30 we have shift pedals on the steering wheel, and you ask yourself why? Because an EV doesn't have gears to shift, and you are right. But we add the new functions here, and by these pedals you can adjust the acceleration and deceleration behavior of the MX-30 in 5 steps. I think you recognized already that it's quite easy for me to talk in this video, and one reason for this is that the MX-30 has a really silent cabin. We have here a perfect NVH performance, and this makes it easy for me to talk to you in this video, and it will be really easy for you in your own MX-30 to talk to your passengers or to enjoy the Bose sound system. What you now hear is our completely new developed, unique electric vehicle engine sound, which mirrors the delivered torque and intensity through the audio system. And that's really important because by this the driver, but also the passengers, gets a feedback about the acceleration and deceleration behavior of the vehicle. Our range of iActive Sense systems helps us to create a stress-free and safe environment to experience joyful driving. I think you got a lot of really nice impressions today about the MX-30, about my own impression, and I wish you a lot of fun with your own MX-30.